Button. Stop recording. Stop recording video. Button.
So, like, you were my first cosplay. So there it is.
There it is, man. There it is. Thank
you. How does it feel to know that you left that legacy?
Oh, man. I mean, I feel like when we were in New Zealand kind of shooting this show, we had no idea that 10 years from now we'd all be sitting together here talking about that show still. So it's amazing, you know what I mean? I think we're all so grateful. 10 years removed, you know, we're able to kind of see it with more perspective now, and it's just it's a blessing to be able to be here with these guys, and with you guys, more importantly. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and Brandon's not kidding. We literally had no idea. Like, New Zealand, for whatever reason, is like the only country in the world that doesn't air Power Rangers. So when we would have
there's Chris.
When we've had time off and stuff, we would.
Monica May, everybody! Monica May, everybody!
That outfit, yes.
What's up, Mon?
Waiting up on. So for me, after the show just started airing, I actually dressed up as Bridge Carson for Halloween. We thought it was going to be so cool to answer the door and have trick-or-treaters be like, oh my gosh, and not one kid recognized me. I was wearing the whole outfit, but the show hadn't really found its audience really yet. And then a few years later, there'd be the kids so whatever was after RPM or whatever was airing, then people started to dress up as SPD and all that. So that was really cool. I was in a Winners one time, looking for some bathroom towels, and these guys that were clearly not shopping for bathroom towels came in my lane and was just like, I know you from somewhere. It's like, yeah, I did some acting. It's like, buttery. And like, that's the legacy of the show. You can be anywhere, and something about the show, whether it was that you were part of or it was part of the whole Power Rangers, legacy. Now we're a part of it. It's pretty cool.
I just have to say, I come to these conventions for you guys, and we were talking last night, and it's an honor to be a part of the Power Ranger franchise, but I think I would have not been as involved and as excited to be a Power Ranger if it weren't for the fans. And you guys keep SPD alive, and you keep it alive on Twitter and social media. You keep us relevant, and it's why we get to come here and meet all of you and be here, and so it's a pleasure to be here and meet all of you. So thank you guys.
It feels pretty crazy because it feels like everything has changed, and then when we get together, it feels like nothing has changed. So, but yeah, a lot has happened in 10 years, and I think that our series still really holds up to today. So I think that's like a testament to what we did and what Greg did, just how the show looked and everything. So I'm glad you guys really still enjoy it.
We're talking about how does it feel 10 years later, the legacy for you guys.
Chris actually thought this panel was from 2005.
So,
what's up, Chris? What? Good to see you, bud.
Cameras up. All right, so you guys got to do 2 really awesome team-ups during your season. How was filming that with the other different casts?
The first team up was great with Dino Thunder. That was a lot of fun. You know, me and Kevin and Jeff are still pretty good friends to this day. You know, there are some people from the cast that we're no longer friends with on that cast as well. That happens. But we had a lot of fun, I think, right? It was fun. Yeah, we enjoyed them. It's weird though because you get a little bit defensive over your season. Like you get a little bit competitive, so like they kind of come into your world, and there's a little bit of kind of like, yo, like step off. You know what I mean? But it was fun. Nobody else.
Yeah, it's like 10 years later, so I don't really care what I talk about anymore. But my biggest beef with the entire SPD thing was the reunion shows, the crossover shows, because I had written the original outlines as that crazy scientist alien finds the gems, and they were the Dino gems, so he used them to clone the Dino Thunder. And Disney was saying children won't understand cloning, and they'll feel like if they're clones that the characters aren't the real characters, so just do time travel like we always do time travel. And it's such an easy out. Like, why can't we make this more interesting and make the thing about that they are clones and they won't last forever, and this is like their one chance to, you know, do something in this time period, and then they're gone. And I thought it could have like depth to it, and they were like, no, just like, yeah. So I feel like you guys got cheated a little because we could have brought more to that.
We wanted to do a lot more with the scripts and make them mature and not just a lot more adults in the situations.
Yeah, there was weird restrictions like relationships. They were like, no, Disney doesn't do relationships, and then I'm like, really? Because like all your other shows are just about 12-year-olds hooking up. You know, mature actors that can really add to depth and like teach kids and make it entertaining for everyone else about like how to interact with each other. And, you know, if you remember in Beginnings Part 1 and 2, when Z is introduced to the rest of the group as, you know, when Kruger brings her in there, her and Bridge have, you know, a little like moment, yeah, which I think is where, you know, Matt has it in his head that they're hooking up and like weird fan fiction about research, you know. But we were never allowed to follow through with that because of these weird rules. So.
I think your question hits a little bit of a sore spot too because we never were brought back to do a reunion show. And so we welcomed Dino Thunder with open arms and had a great time, and we were so excited to go back and do our reunion, and then Disney exit.
But in their defense, they did send us to Disney World.
Yeah,
for a
they did.
reunion. Which was awesome. So, you know.
For the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, that was, and that, you know, I think that was kind of like our
makeup.
Yeah, for no reunion episode.
It is true though, like mid-season when we realized like, oh, this is gonna end, and you know, we're all going home back to our different places. It was like almost a daily conversation of like, when we come back to the reunion, it's gonna be so much fun. And then, yeah, that was kind of a
yeah, that's kind of fun. Next
all right, right here actually.
Any questions from the audience now? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I just want to say it's really cool to see you guys together. SPD was amazing, and I brought you guys some Ranger keys.
So what?
Ranger keys.
Oh, Ranger keys. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Thank you.
That's so you can get back in your hotel room.
That's great, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Yeah,
okay. So, one of the things I was about your series was that theoretically there could be a female Red Ranger, like you had the evil alpha Ranger. By the time that crossover did, you were the leader of the SPD Rangers. So theoretically there could be a Red Ranger, but in some series there's only one female Ranger at all. How do you guys feel about that when there's only one female Ranger?
I don't like it. Yes.
I want to thank Brandon Precision for an all-female radio squad.
I can watch it.
News commander.
It's 2015, and I don't see why there couldn't be a cast of all female leaders.
Yeah. I know, right?
I don't think gender should have anything to do with color of leadership. That's my personal opinion. Women are just as powerful, if not more. So.
Whoa, what? Why gotta be more, though? Why gotta be more?
We're equally powerful.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead.
Hello, Power Rangers. I first want to say I'm totally autistic, but as far as the show itself, it's an inspiration not only for me but for everyone else. I think of you guys as actual human beings, not things. But another part of the inspiration is game show. I'm a big game show whiz. So with that being said, what's your favorite game show of all time, past, present?
Price is Right. And I was actually on the Price is Right.
Really?
Yes, I went with.
Did you get on
And I got
stage?
off stage.
What? Did you win anything?
Look,
No.
my girlfriends and I said, okay, if someone gets up on stage, do not kiss Bob Barker, because how many people have kissed his cheek and he's got so much makeup on, but you get up there and I was just like,
Just for the record, I was in 2004. Put on a con game called Pass the Bop, and we did the showcase, but lost the showcase. So I'm not sure how far you went, but I got 80 cents on the bill. I know, but you know that's how I
Favorite game show would be Family Feud.
Woo!
I like watching it with a bunch of people being like, we can take those families down. That's a stupid answer. Yeah, well, how did we get on that show? And I was on the
Jeopardy guy. Jeopardy guy. Yeah. Oh, all of them.
I think next panel we should do SPD Family Feud.
Yeah.
Greg, you've made all my dreams come true.
I was actually going to suggest that, and I would be more than happy to host. I have a fictional character who wants to co-host, and it's also
All right. That one right here.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
I'm here for my kids because they're big Power Ranger fans, and my daughter loves your character. Would you do the buttery thing?
Well, you gotta use it in a sentence somehow. So, where she's not here, obviously.
Yeah, she is. Del, raise your hand or stand up.
Hey, okay, cool. So, hey, Del, hope you're having a buttery day.
Thank you. Yours is good also.
We should just have up on the meetings.
Like, I know you guys probably had a lot of fun on set when you're making the show, but what was your favourite blooper moment or prank that ended up being played on set?
Do you remember the location just full of cow poop everywhere? Was that the SWAT episode?
Yeah.
And I remember there was one scene where I don't know who it was. Either me and one of you guys. No, it wasn't Chris, but we had to be like literally like face down in like a pile of like cow poop. It was unavoidable. It was awful. I almost quit the show. I was almost done on that day. That was awful.
Well, we made you run it on.
Yeah. That was a good prank too. Yeah.
When Brandon has to run up the dune.
The sand dune.
We only needed him to run like 20 feet to get the jump. But he was like going for it, and it was like so hard. We were all just like watching. We like ran up the hill for like 20 minutes.
Nobody yelled cut, so I just keep going, right? Until you yell cut.
I think not a ton of bloopers. We just had a good time on set.
Oh yeah, Doggy Kruger.
There's a lot of stuff that happened with Doggy Kruger because he had a bunch of different electronic hits, and John could see really through all of them. And there'd be a bunch of times that a really serious scene would happen, some sort of report, something's going on, and he just had some big soliloquy, and then he turned and just smashed into a wall.
He turned to and like, go Rangers! That was fun.
We used to take each other's cell phones and then turn the silent button off and then phone during the scene. The phone would go off while we were filming, and that way you have to buy a slot of beer.
Gregor?
Hi, my name is Evan. This is for Greg, and then I'd like you guys' opinion as well. So we talked about how it's 10 years afterwards, which makes it 2015, and the fandom, and you guys know that your season is supposed to be set in 2025, so 10 years from now. So my question is primarily for Greg. One, when are the aliens coming? And two, how are you going to get the season, like, 10 years from now? How are they going to get to the Rangers?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Greg, I've been wondering the same thing, man.
Well, the truth is, if you look really carefully around this room, the aliens are already among us. We're just cleverly disguised, but you know who you are. In terms of, it's kind of funny because I think the same question has been posed to Zemeckis and Bob Gale for Back to the Future, because we're in 2015, and they're like, how do you feel about how close you came to the mark and stuff? And, I mean, I think we chose that date just because we didn't want to go too far away from the Disney universe. Like, we didn't want to make it like 1,000 years in the future or whatever. But in 10 years, if we do another show, I mean, I think we would still be kind of in that same world. It's like, that's kind of the world I'm hoping eventually someone's showing up here. And hopefully they'll want to like hang out and not blow us up. And it's I think there's so much more we can explore that we didn't really get into a lot.
0, 17, 29.
Yeah, like we were always kind of focused on Grum, and there were other little things, but we introduced a lot of other worlds that we never got to explore. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
All right, here we go.
What? Say that, please?
Yeah.
Hey, how you guys doing? But this is a random question. Like earlier before we talk about game shows, like do you guys consider gamers? And so, what is your favorite video game to play?
I don't play video games.
That's it? I'm recently re-obsessed with Tetris. Playing hardcore, getting into it. I got this big score if you want to take me on. 35,000.
I haven't played video games in years, but Nintendo 64, Mario Kart, that was like my jam as a child. I still live on some.
Nope, I've never played video games, but my husband plays a lot of video games, so I feel like he has like talking all over the place, like a team, and it's like serious stuff. So we got plenty of video games.
I didn't play video games until recently. I was at a buddy's stag and I won an Xbox One, and then I was like, just buy games off of it. And so now I play FIFA, Madden, Tiger Woods. I think I was games related to sport, to shooting.
Viewfinder. 0, 19, 26.
If you're wondering where Chris was at the beginning of the panel, he was trying to finish up. I'm more into old school games. If you guys ever see any of the videos in my studio, if you ever come over, I have all like the old arcade games like Space Invaders, like cabinets. But Tron, all the classics. But I've been working on a lot of video games lately, like Minecraft. Any Minecraft fans here? Anybody go to Minecon? That was here 2 years ago in Orlando. And how about Fallout 4?
Yeah. Woo.
Anybody? If you play Fallout, if you got Fallout 4 this week, and you watch it, and there's all the live action cutscenes. I made all the like helmets and armor and weapons and everything. So you'll see like a little hints of SPD in there. Everything now has hints of SPD.
So I've heard from other previous actors on Power Rangers that they've borrowed things from set and never really given them back. I'm wondering if you ever borrowed anything from set and never given it back.
We just stole shit.
Sorry, I'm mom. There's kids in me. I have a really amazing yellow leather jacket from New Zealand that I've taken pictures of before. It's super amazing. And that was, I didn't have to see it. They actually gave it to me because they asked, I really, really want this. Like, and I was like, okay, well, probably have it at the end of the show. So that was the one thing that I got. But it's badass. It looks like Kill Bill, realness. Yeah.
Do you still have your like cadet shirt?
Yeah, I have my cadet jacket.
I have my cadet
jacket.
jacket.
It still
The
fits.
shirt I have, the underneath shirt, not your my jacket.
Yeah, I have the jacket and the shirt.
No, those are you guys. Yeah, you took those.
I took that shit.
Yeah.
But the reason
I tried to take my jacket.
Yeah, but the reason
Chris got caught.
Chris got shut down.
Chris got caught.
I took it at the worst time. You guys took it like mid-season, like when it was like dirty and like plugged to the laundry side of the room.
Yeah.
And it was like we wrapped, we had like our after party wrap show or whatever, and walk into the studio and there's like 5 freshly pressed, brand new, just inventory to, and I'm like, wow, that's perfect. It's like one of those. So already clean and pressed, it's brand new, why not? And then not even like 5 seconds later, we all get called into the office, so executive producer, and they're like, so, we're missing one of the jackets from each. And I'm like, and obviously our jackets are colored, so I'm like, I don't know, I haven't seen it.
Chris actually took one for the team because he gave his stuff back and
I didn't get
I still got mine. Mine's in my bag right now.
Wow.
Right.
Alright, so I already know Brandon's response to this because I asked him at a previous con. Feel free to answer again anyways. How did the cast feel about having a dog barking orders at them?
Oh.
Well, I'm married, so it's just we're just
Oh. This is YouTube gold.
I ain't never seen that on the net after this.
Yeah.
We literally, to answer your question, couldn't go get through a take without bursting into pure laughter, like from the gut, crying laughter the first week.
Viewfinder. 0, 23, 47.
Move it in his suit, so there'd be lines where he would have to be so serious, but he would literally like touch your nose and like bonk your face, and
You like go to like point and like hit you in the head.
It was amazing, but honestly, John did such a good job that by like week 3, he was Doggy Cougar, and he was our commander. Like, we took him very serious, and kudos to him for just what he went through in that suit and in that mechanical head. So we had a lot of respect for him.
You almost died in that.
Yeah. Yeah, Greg.
Almost died.
Greg, what happened there, Greg?
Was there something that you didn't do properly?
Greg named Doggy Cougar, by the way, if anyone doesn't know that. He actually named
Thing, that's like a 10-year yarn that's like growing. It was a scary moment, but I don't think he was gonna
He almost got decapitated.
by the helicopter. No, basically, we built the heads all animatronic head, and we did it in LA, and our whole power system is different here. And we didn't account for when we went to New Zealand that we knew we were using the same voltage batteries, but for whatever reason, when we used the higher voltage to charge them, the batteries just got super hot, and when they were plugged in on the first day of shooting, he set on fire. So it's a very difficult position because usually on a film set there's like all these different people, and there's a phrase, I can't say it now, that Ellie yelled at me, but it's poop rolls downhill, you know what I mean? So it's like if a actor is in an animatronic head that sets on fire, the director would turn to the effects guy, he would turn to the prop guy, but I was all those guys. So there's an actor on fire, and everyone's like, who did this? Like, Greg, fix this. And I'm like, well, I did it, and I have to fix it. But like, it was so weird to have to be doing all the things at the same time. But the battery basically burst into flame, and it filled the head with smoke. So I go like, action, and they start moving them for the first time. It was literally the first shot. Like, he like turns in the chair and go, Rangers, and I was like, oh, it's a dog. And he turns, and it's like, smoke. So you guys almost didn't get Doug and Kruger because, of course, in Disney fashion, they shut everything down. And they're like, what are we gonna do about this? And I'm like, well, I need time to fix it. And they're like, you don't have time. You have to direct the next shot. And they're like, how about we just don't do the animatronic head? Like, maybe it'll just be like John Toohey. Maybe we'll do some makeup really quick. And I had to like spend 20 minutes to like talk everybody down and be like, don't worry about it, we'll fix it. What we ended up doing was I shot all of their coverage, and they just talked to John without the head. And then a couple weeks later, when we were caught up on filming, I went back and shot the scenes, and they were in such a panic that I was gonna like, it wasn't gonna work, but it worked. And then after that, we dialed it in that night, and then for the rest of the year, it was fine.
No more head fire.
Yeah. But you want to talk about panic? It's like,
Yeah, you almost killed the guy.
First of all, SPD is my all-time favorite season. I love you guys. My question is, what is your favorite episode?
I like the beginnings for me.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a personal experience, meeting everyone, beginnings 1 and 2, and it was very CSI. And, I guess you were there. Well, like as much, yeah. Like as a sorry, Brandon. No, but we were also on set together, so I think that stands out in my mind. And Greg, didn't you jump those?
Yeah.
Those episodes, yeah. Does everyone know who Greg is? Okay. Just did you introduce yourself? Like he did. No, because he did a lot of things on SPD, so I just want to make sure you understood.
Yeah, I think shooting beginnings was the most fun.
SWAT.
You like SWAT?
SWAT.
I hated SWAT.
I mean, especially the location where we shot SWAT. It was like those sand dunes. And then after we finished filming, there was that lake at the bottom that I jumped into.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun.
That was fun.
SWAT.
Mon?
I kind of agree with Chris.
Yeah.
It was really fun. It felt like an action movie, and that's what we were being part of. Just felt a little different, the style that we did and everything. So yeah, and making John too as the monkey.
Yeah, that was
really
cool.
awesome.
Okay, SWAT.
What was his name? Silverman?
That was the episode where we had to relearn how to be a team, guys. So it was a real moving, two-parter where we all really reconnected and found inspiration.
The family episode was SWAT. Personal episode, Reflections Part 2, and then that would be the red one. I'll tell us.
This is true.
I think Jack and Sky showed us beautiful moment of slow motion, this one's for your dad.
That's so funny because that ties into what he's about to ask.
Hello, I want to say it's a real honor to meet you guys, and I want to thank you very much for all your hard work that y'all have done. And my question is, mainly directed at the Red Ranger. I hope I don't lose anybody for asking this, but if you remember in Operation Overdrive when they lost their powers, you showed up as the Red Ranger.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if y'all do come back, well, I just want to ask you, how did that make you feel to be promoted up twice?
Freaking awesome. Yeah, I gotta say, you know, the whole time we're like, colors don't matter. And then I just sit that on and I can get used to this.
That's all thanks to Sky. Sky gave up red and became commander, and then red came
Alright, no one knows what happened to you guys. You guys
Anybody know what happens to our colors?
You guys actually chose to stay.
But yeah, it was also cool because, and this is
Chris Viola, SPD CEO.
This is and during the course of shooting, we did like 40 episodes when we 38 that we shot. More and more and more, everyone started to yell at Bridge all the time. Like everyone would be, he'd be like, and someone would be like, Bridge, Bridge. And one day, like, it affected me personally. I was like, Greg, can we write in where, like, they don't always just tell Bridge to shut up? It's really screwing with my self-confidence.
I was like, Matt, shut up.
But this really happened. I actually asked them, be like, do they have to be so hard on Bridge? Because Bridge is an integral part of the team, guys. And, like, there's like, that's just, they love you still, but like, just shut up. Still being the Red Ranger and being like in charge, that felt good. It's like, hey.
So if I was doing episodes where you would still go on the tangents and the team would still be like, Bridge. I think your mind could never not operate. But it's because it operates like that it goes outside the box and solves problems nobody else could. So.
I go outside of the box.
Yes.
Wrap your head around that.
Alright, next.
I just wanted to ask a question. Did you guys watch the Japanese footage with Deku Ranger and preparation for the roles?
Like, we got showed it a little bit.
Viewfinder. 0, 32, 28.
The pink ring in the bathtub.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, I think we watched it mostly because, I really wanted to take the show seriously, like not like be pretentious about it, but I wanted it to be like feel real. And as much as I loved all of what was going on in Deku Ranger, it was so silly, you know.
But people died on Deku Ranger, didn't they?
Yeah, well, it had harshness, but it also had the Pink Ranger's like station was a bathtub, and her communicator was a rubber ducky. Or like it was her back thing. She would like talk into it. It was like super weird, and so I was like, we're not.
Allie's not going to be in a bathtub.
I can't say we didn't try.
Oh man. Alright, next question.
I wanted to know, what was your opinion on Dino Charge?
That's the new one. We haven't really had a chance to watch it.
I have no
It's
opinion
had
on that.
crazy social.
Yeah, this is current season. It's SPD or nothing to me.
It looks good.
You do know this is an SPD panel?
Alright.
Here we go.
All right. I have a question for Bridge. I know it's going to be kind of silly to ask this, but after SPD, since you do that weird buttery movement, whenever you butter your toast, do you do it out of habit?
Oh, like butter all the time. Everywhere I go, everything's buttery. Like my whole family knows. My whole family like comes up to me and do you guys watch Full House?
Yes.
And his beaver? Is it made out of what? His catchphrase? Whenever anything has a total sentence you can finish with butter, my whole family is like, Yeah. How was the day, Matt? Was it buttery?
Yeah, it really did work. It did catch, because I find myself, even when you're saying it, I'm going like that. And a bunch of the people at Barnyard Defense, like everyone does it. It's like it just really stops.
I directed a couple episodes of a show called Mud Pits that Bruce produced, and he worked into one of the scenes a whole explanation of a guy talking about the origins of buttery, and as a way to de-stress. He's like, okay, when you're stressed, get a piece of toast, slather of butter, nice and buttery. Take a buddy. And so that is in the episode that I directed. So there's a little thing out there. It's fun.
Okay, good.
I have a question for Mr. Greg.
Stop recording video. Button.